just like the sound of it.
Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Get to a show. Get to a cash. Yeah. Fill up a bag. Oh yeah. Diamonds are dancing. Yeah. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I got a show. Get to the cash. Yeah. Fill up a bag. Yeah. Diamonds are dancing. Yeah. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche, yeah. I gotta dash, no Stacy. I love a cash with K, maybe. I gotta move, a lift to stand, post the tatted go. Body tatted and nigga 4-wheel drive, automotive, 100 miles and running. Made it highway, keep the tight long smoke on get, keep the body running. Can't help it turns, let the weed burn. Behind the drip, when a nigga wall, caution west sounds on the road. Red and hot on the road, let the good times roll. VS on only, drifting the money these days. If I don't see a chick, then I ain't doing something right. When they feel no shortstop, only home runs. Jackie Robinson, then we jack and rob any beat. Run to the back and go, press repeat. Hit the gas, let the money blow. Red and hot was made for this. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Get to a show, get to a cash, yeah. Fill up the bag, oh yeah. Diamonds are dancing, yeah. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I got a show, get to the cash, yeah. Fill up a bag, yeah. Diamonds are dancing, yeah. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche, yeah.
I gotta go, I'm on the road, it's for the low, order part of toe, not a hate, walk to the base, catch a case, you get 50 love from when we racing, trapping in the basement, never told, never fold, never wrote a statement, it's the kid with the plan, test in his hand, let me tell you something, started with an onion, then we had them coming by the dozen, niggas act up, it really wasn't, we was putting in pain, they on my name, throw rocks in your chain, the balls when it came, we was trapping in the rain, never chasing all this fame, double love,
I gotta go, I gotta go. Get to a show, get to a cash, yeah. Fill up a bag, oh yeah. Diamonds are dancing, yeah. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I got a show, get to the cash, yeah. Fill up a bag, oh yeah. Diamonds are dancing, yeah. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche with hop and go. I gotta hop in the Porsche, yeah.
Send that in a second. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Crowns and Head Ties.
Hello.
This is episode 6, baby.
Yeah.
I don't think we gotta introduce ourselves no more. If y'all watching, then you know.
But then we had new followers, didn't we have to? So this is Crowns and Head Ties. I am Jade. This is
Falsheen.
So yeah, episode 6. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah,
we need some sound effects.
Well, we can use those for sound effects.
Yeah, that's for now. All right.
So,
what's going on,
Safari?
First off, let's start off with the let's start off talking about Diddy's baby mama, or I don't really like calling people baby mamas all the time. You know, I kind of feel like that's like a weird, because people are so much more than baby mamas.
So his child's mother.
But yeah, Kim Porter.
Yeah, rest in peace to the
Sadly.
late great Kim Porter. So the cause of her death is still being ruled out, I guess. But she was found I'm not sure if it was home, but she was
home.
She went through cardiac arrest and passed, unfortunately, a couple days ago. And it has especially the hip hop industry is in a whirlwind, because she was an actress, she was a model, and
she had an agency with her and her sister and someone else, where they had found talent, and so it's a lot of people who knew her, and it's a sad thing. She had children, young kids too, so it's like, whoa.
Yeah, her kids with Diddy. So we know that a lot of people are going through pain, and Diddy didn't speak out immediately, but when he did,
3 days later, which is understandable, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
People want you to hop on the gram ASAP right after something happens.
Exactly.
Hello.
That's the problem.
Let me process what is going on right now, in real life.
I want to read what he wrote. So he said, "For the last 3 days, I've been trying to wake up out of this nightmare, but I haven't. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, baby. I miss you so much. Today, I'm going to pay tribute to you. I'm going to try and find the words to explain our unexplainable friendship. We were more than best friends. We were more than soulmates. We were some other shit. And I miss you so much. Super black love. Which is very nice.
With the sad SWV song in the background just had me just...
So I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like that's extremely selfish of him. I'm sorry. I feel like that's a very selfish thing to do, to post all of those things under.
You're gonna irk some nerves today.
That sounds personal. That's personal because this is my opinion. I felt like the statement itself was selfish because
Diddy ain't shit.
Yeah, like you're with. Aren't you with a whole other person? Sorry. Like you talking like y'all was together, like y'all you woke up next to the chick and then she croaked and stuff. Like, no, I could have sworn he was in a relationship with someone else, isn't he?
Or he was with Cassie, right? Cassie, and they have a thing. It's like an off and on. They were off for like what, a month, and then now they're back.
I mean, I still think that there should be some line of respect in which you don't make it seem like the person that was just in your life is a complete like they're like a non-factor.
Like they're anonymous. They're missing in the background.
Right. Like I wonder, I would really love, and you know what, you never know what goes on behind closed doors.
That's a fact. For I mean, you know, because me and Foul talk, and, you know, we come up with our like weird, our thoughts on things. And, you know, we feel like all these women are pretty much kept women, you know, at the end of the day. We just feel like, you know, Diddy's like, all right, you guys have my babies. I'm going to take care of y'all. And y'all just, you know, hold it down and don't say shit. Don't complain about shit because I'm paying for everything. Like,
I mean, that's a fact. But like I said, in a moment, I understand that she's passed and, you know, she is someone that you love very much. I just feel like it was rude of him to make such a post in which he's supposed to be with another woman.
Where was these baby posts when Kim was alive? Where was these baby soulmate posts when Kim was around? Right. Where was these you're my best friend posts? You know, and I get it. Like, you know, and like death is crazy. Like death brings like about a whole bunch of feelings, and you know, you're remorseful. You feel like you could have said things that you didn't say when the person was around, so you know it hits you like a Mack truck. Like, it's crazy. Death is, you know, but it's just like, all right, yeah, like you told me earlier, like, which I totally forgot about. What happened? She was pregnant with the twins, and then he also had another chick pregnant at the same time.
Yeah, what's her name? I don't know. On Instagram, her name is Call Me Pumpkin, but
which is why they all
something Chapman. And yeah, so Diddy had twins with Kim, and also had the next woman pregnant at the exact same time, which is why a lot of people mistake his three youngest girls
for all being
triplets. But they are not triplets. That was just a big old affair gone wrong, and you know,
going all the way wrong.
Like, it went wrong. Shit, like
just add him to the club of the on break, or not even on break, but the break babies.
They was together.
You gotta put Dwayne Wade in that conversation. All these break babies, Ludacris, like, son, but I don't even know if they was on a break.
It happens, but I feel like my whole thing is, if I just know me as a woman personally, if my hypothetical boyfriend had a hypothetical, you know, baby mother that just passed away, if he writes an entire paragraph and he's like, I love you, my soulmate, I'm so sorry, I missed you so much, I can't believe that this happened to you, that I'd be like, but wait, hold up. So you love her and this is your soulmate?
Yeah. Why weren't you guys together?
And then you're publicizing
since 2009, so supposedly.
Because you ain't shit, and I picked your ain't shit ass to ride out with, and you're completely disregarding respect for me.
Who picked? You said Cassie picked that ain't shit ass.
At the end of the day,
Cassie chased the bag, and that's what Cassie.
But she chose to look stupid for him. At
Cassie
the end of the
probably
day.
knew what was up. Like, she probably knows where her position is. You know, he's known Kim for how many years? Like, what, 20 plus years? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that statement he made,
and they have their relationship, and him and Cassie has a relationship, and he probably just like, listen, like, I'm gonna say what I want to say. This is the mother of my children. Our relationship is something that most people are not gonna understand, so I'm just gonna speak on it, and this is how I feel. And Cassie, you're gonna have to eat it. Like, you're gonna have to take the L.
So would that
After
be okay?
After we have this funeral, you can come back on my arm.
Would that be okay with you?
What do you mean, would it be okay with me?
Like, would it be okay with you if you...
It would bother me, but then again, I'm dealing with Diddy, and And at the end of the day, I'm just gonna go.
So it would be okay because Diddy's a millionaire.
Yes, it would.
So it makes it okay.
Yes, it would make it okay.
I definitely agree with you.
I disagree, girl.
I'm just trying to get your head at.
But let me tell you, like, it doesn't even matter if it's about being a millionaire. There's women out there who are in, like, you know, polyamorous relationships, and they're with guys who aren't millionaires, and it's just because they love that man and they're okay with him having these like feelings for this other woman. And at the end of the day, maybe that's how Cassie feels. But then again, Cassie doesn't speak out about that.
I don't care what nobody says. That's some form of mental abuse.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, period. That is some form of mental abuse.
It's fucked up that she has to see that. But then it's like, okay, like, she can't, like, can she really speak out about it? Because then people are going to be like,
no, it's nothing to
like,
speak out on. But you just know as a woman with her, wherever she at, getting her washing set, she probably in tears like, damn, this nigga he ain't even acknowledge the kid. Like, you don't talk about me like this. Like, I know I ain't dead, but goddamn.
He gives Cassie a love you baby on the birthdays and stuff.
But who don't he love?
Oh no,
that nigga love everybody.
You know, so
nigga for everybody.
So I mean, that's a thing. Like, but I get what you're saying. Like, you know, it's kind of disrespectful at the end of the day. Not even kind of.
Very disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. But
he could have. You know what? He could have did that without all the sensual videos of them. Like, you know, it was very sensual and very like, this is the relationship that we have right now. Like, it was very sensual videos that he put up, and
it was videos, you know,
that he made
of when they were together and they had that they were celebrating having their twins. And
so why didn't you try really hard to reconcile that instead of moving on and trying to get the young John?
How do we know that he didn't though, and that maybe she was like, yo, I'm over. I really don't. I love you, but you're a fuck nigga. So. We good here. We still family, but who knows? She might have done that shit. They keep their shit together under wraps, like so. I mean, there's probably there is so much that we don't know. He probably did try to get that back, and she probably wasn't with it. I mean, they did break up. They did break up after he got, you know, had the other baby around the same time she had her twins, and that's a fucked up thing to go through while you're pregnant. Like,
do you even think Diddy wants to be married? I don't think so.
I think that if Diddy wanted to get married, he would have been married already. But it's like,
yeah, plenty times over.
Maybe for him, it's like, get married for what? Like
I can do this. Like, you want a ring? I can give you 10 rings. Like,
yeah,
one for each finger.
Like, it's marriage. It's like, for some people, it's like, okay, it's just something that you put on a piece of paper. Some people don't feel like it makes anything, you know?
Right. Well, that's a fact. Mm-hmm. That's also very much so a fact. It just gives people leverage, especially for a man of his caliber. It would give women leverage to, you know, put him in a tight spot when they leave his ass.
So then, speaking on Cassie, right? So why do you feel that, you know, women choose to like deal with the bullshit for such a long time?
I
mean, guys deal with the bullshit too, so I'm not gonna say that it's just women dealing with bullshit, because guys have there's fuck women out there too. There's fuck men,
think about
fuck boys,
it. The dynamic is completely different. Like, men can they'll get up and just walk the fuck out and do what the fuck they want to do. We have all just by nature, we're the nurturers. We're the ones that like have the emotional stigmas and all that stuff attached to us. I feel like people, like, you know what, we talking about different calibers of people.
Yeah.
Diddy and Cassie and listen, sweetie, we couldn't even sit across the street from these niggas. Like, they are quadrillion billionaires.
I'm sitting across the street.
I'm just saying. So it's probably a different reason as to why she sticks around and deals with that, because it can have monetary purpose to it, or she could just be in love.
It though? But is it? I mean, yeah, monetary. But is it, at the end of the day, is it really just a money thing as to why she's staying? Like,
absolutely.
It could be fucking insecurity. It could be the need to just not want to be by yourself. The need to be want, like,
how insecure could you be? You're first of all, you're bad.
Yeah.
Like,
facts.
You are fire.
Facts.
You are. I don't know. You know how much niggas I grew up with that's like, oh, Cassie, Maya,
and she got the natural body, the natural.
Megan Good. These are people that niggas was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So, but hold on, that could be true. But let me tell you something.
But then again, if you're talking about people not having self-esteem, you got a nigga like Diddy who's
Diddy is the advocate of building yourself up and self-esteem and being like that nigga, that bitch, or whatever. So if that's what do you really think she still has low self-esteem after being with him? I highly doubt it. You might have other personal issues going on inside of yourself. You might not be comfortable being alone.
Think she has low self-esteem after being with Diddy?
You can't. I mean, Diddy is gonna build you. You gotta understand. That's the type
you
of person
got somebody out here who you got everybody on in the scene and the social media talking about y'all been together for some years and he still ain't put a ring on it. You don't think that would make her? You don't think that would make her self-esteem drop just a little bit?
Does she care?
Break up? Like
but
they did break up,
and so that
could have been a reason.
That's true. It could have been a reason. Maybe she was
tired of that shit.
Do I think Cassie would have low self-esteem if she decided to go step out into the dating world? Absolutely the fuck not. She's gonna be like, nigga, do you see what I just came from?
How many
can't feed
bad women? How many bad women do you hear like the stories of? You know, you're like, oh my gosh, like these women are so bad. Like, why are they feeling this way over a nigga? They can go get somebody else. Like, and then they're like in shambles, or they go and do something else to get another.
But how much other men are Diddy though?
There's a few.
Like who?
But not too many.
Like who? Exactly. She can't go date regular people.
And you know, he's
you want Beyonce to put on her Vaseline and tie her hair back, talking about Jay-Z.
Put on her, bring out her bat.
Yeah,
it's not too many. But I mean,
like I said, I feel like it has some form of like mental abuse, which can cause, you know, self-esteem issues within any woman, regardless of what your tax bracket is. But for the most part, I just think it more so has something to do with enabling someone to have power over you, period. Like, he has the power to make these girls line up and know their place, period. They line up, they know what it's hitting for.
Talks.
You know?
I mean, at the end of the day,
he has one of the most cooperative baby mama groups in, like, the world, bro. Like, his baby mamas line up and they know what it is. Like,
I mean,
and they're fully supportive of him.
But look at it, it's about. That's what it's about. Look at Future and his baby mamas. Look at Future or his baby mamas. Like,
can't really
they be having this shit every now and then, but
they don't go to brunch together.
Son.
Diddy's baby mamas go to brunch together, okay? They have fun together.
They have Christmases and holidays.
Yes, in one big house. Everybody's happy.
I mean, that's probably
the Christmas tree is juicy.
You know, he established that.
That's a fact. So you were telling me earlier about Justine Skye and what was going on with her. Like, let's get into that since we're talking about like enabling certain types of abuse
and stuff. Yeah. So people were going in on Justine Skye because she had commented about Ian Connor. You know, Ian Connor. He's like this. Like,
he's mad rapey.
He is mad rapey. But that was the thing. And he's like. His vibe is just like, like scary and it's just weird. I like weird people, but his is just like evil.
He remind me
I don't know why Tommy was fucking with him.
I don't know. He look like he'll just come bite you.
Like the gremlins. Yeah. Yo, but so I guess he's like a so-called like influencer, and you know, his little short ass is on the Yeezy runway and shit like that. You know, he's a
girl.
Whatever though. But so a few years ago when he was having these rape allegations against him, whatever, Justine Skye was talking. She commented and she was like, "Oh, it's messed up how people just do something like just make up stories just to you know, come up on somebody, like do better." So she had came out a few weeks ago and she was talking about how she was in an abusive relationship. So of course, how Twitter and social media, they get to go and they pull up stories from fucking 1,000 years ago and they're like,
trillion years ago.
But wait, you said that the bitch who fucking accused Ian Connor was lying. Like, so what does that make
people to believe you?
You know? So then she came back and she was just like, "Oh, you know, me and him aren't friends anymore, and he definitely is, you know, rapey, you know." Basically that's what she was saying. You know, and like, and I don't support that, and I was wrong for, you know, tagging on to that was none of my business to even tag on to, but we're not friends, blah blah blah. And people were saying how and funny thing, I just saw this today. So basically somebody was like, had put up a picture of Sheck West, and they was like, oh, isn't this the nigga that beat Justine Skye ass? And she liked the tweet. And so people was like, wait. So they're saying that Sheck West was the guy that she's in a relationship
but she's
with?
just contradicting the hell out of herself. Yeah. So she likes the tweet saying that, oh yeah, this nigga is the one that beat her ass.
But doesn't admit that it was him.
Gonna say, well, I didn't say the name of who because I knew it wouldn't matter to you guys anyway. Like you're now you're playing that stupid ass victim role. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, so like you just gotta be careful what you do and the things that you say. Because especially when you're in that world, the industry, period, no matter what industry it is, you have to just be careful with the things that you say.
And I just think that the fucked up thing was just that it wasn't any of your business at the end of the day. You didn't have any of the facts, but that's the thing that a lot of people do because we feel like, okay, you know what, that's my friend, or, you know, like, that's my brother, even, I guess, in like Nicki Minaj's case, right, where her brother was accused of molesting the girl. You know what I'm saying? That like we feel like it's so that we can protect them, or, you know, we can like agree and be on their side, and it's like, if you don't have facts, like, you really shouldn't speak out on that shit. Like,
I mean, I feel like it's and that goes back to the whole like Me Too movement.
We like to protect our friends and our family.
We do, but like those things are so touchy because it's like if you don't believe a woman about her accusations, then you're insensitive. You're immediately like an asshole, and you know it's like what's going on with you? Why don't you believe her? Like, are you fake rapey on the inside somewhere? Like, what's going on with you? But if you do and you don't have any proof, then you're automatically slaughtering a man that could be completely innocent for you know, just based off of accusations. So I feel like people just need to watch what they say. Like, and I feel like I'm not on Justine Skye's side because I think that's very hypocritical of her to like basically
jump the fence again and go back on the other side after she's been abused, and now be like, okay, yeah, I believe it. And I mean, that's what ends up happening. People like are all for whatever, and then like when it happens to them personally, then they're like, they switch sides, and it's just like, oh, okay, no, now I believe it, now I'm following this. You know, you have to stick beside, you know, the women and the men who are domestically abused, but you was just fucking riding the dick of your friend who was fucking accused of raping like somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, can't really take you fucking seriously.
Connor, there's footage of Ian Connor doing crazy shit to people. Anyway, he's hella creepy.
He's a derelict.
He's like, wild creepy. Like,
he's mad creepy. You're mad creepy, mad weird.
He's just mad tiny, and he looks like he's possessed.
Yo, like, word.
He does. I'm sorry. That's why Yeezy was like, up, you're perfect. Matter of fact, front row and center. You're walking in this Yeezy fashion show because you look like you're the one for
in this fucking oversized.
You the one that need the ripped up sweater. Give him the ripped up sweater.
That one right there,
like for real,
the sick looking one.
Right, but there's a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of women that cry wolf. You know, a lot, and there's a lot of men that be lying too. Niggas be beating on bitches, but then it comes to the point of like, are you returning back to that situation or are you gonna let it go? Like, feel me? I know a few people, some people that advocate for certain things and, you know, still go home and
get beat up.
Like they want to, like this is a part of their life now. Like that's what they want to do.
Like, I think that's so, what is that I'm sorry, social media just makes people just, it's two different sides. Like, we already know that there's two, like, many different sides of a person, but it's like, you're advocating for like domestic violence and campaigning all over the fucking place, but yet you're in your house still getting fucked up. Like, that shit right there is wild.
Yeah, and sometimes people don't even be getting beat. I'm sorry, domestic violence is domestic violence, but if somebody's your size, you can't have somebody your size beating on you. Like, I'm sorry, you just can't. Like, people in a, like, if you're my size, you're not gonna be beating on me. We're gonna be beating on each other. Okay, because you're not. It's not gonna happen.
It shouldn't even be like that. But I get what you're saying. You're like,
it shouldn't be like that. But all I'm saying is like, protect yourself. Get out of the situation. It's really not that serious. Like, it's not that serious. Sometimes people can have a strong mental hold, and that's completely understandable because it happens. It definitely happens. But I feel like don't go out and you know, give other people advice or tell other people that they're lying or advocate and create big ass campaigns about domestic violence when you don't know how to walk away.
Yeah.
You cannot give advice to someone if you don't know how to walk away yourself. Walk away first, and then all that advice, all that shit you want to kick, great, fine, perfect, beautiful. Like, whatever. It is what it is. Like, that's it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I get everything that, you know, I get what you're saying because you're totally right about it. But my thing that I kind of want to touch on is, like, how do you kind of feel about, you know, when we have, like, abusers, you know, in our family? You know what I'm saying? Or, like, we have a brother who's accused of domestic violence or, you know, rape, you know, a best friend accused of rape. Where are you supposed to, what is your place?
Sometimes not even accused. Sometimes you have people in your family or your homeboys that you see him arguing with his girl and he slap her and a nigga will turn his cheek like, I don't know what that bitch did today. She probably deserved that.
But most of the time people like ride out. I mean, do you feel like that's what's supposed to happen? Like, you know, that as family, you know, we're supposed to just stick beside,
you know what,
our family member that's accused. I know it's hard.
Such a touchy situation.
It's hard.
That is such a touchy. That goes back to Nicki Minaj paying for her brother's lawyers and riding with that whole situation. It's touchy because that's her brother.
She dead ass paid for her lawyers.
That's her brother at the end of the day. But I feel like,
and wasn't his semen on the little girls? On the girls,
absolutely,
like dress.
It was a little girl. She little. She little.
Son.
Was she even 13? Was she like a 12-year-old girl?
Yeah, like
and her brother some big horseback bullhead boy.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. So it's like, how far do you go as a family member? You know, when
I don't know if I've ever witnessed that in my family. Not saying that it didn't happen because it has happened. I've always caught myself being on the other side and being like, you know what, you fucking up. You're doing the wrong thing, and I would completely stand up for whoever that person is that my family member might be doing wrong at the moment, because I just know.
But do you think that's based off of your own personal experiences, though?
Yes.
Being that you were in a situation involving domestic violence?
Yes. Because I feel like if I didn't experience my own domestic violence case, which was extremely intense, I feel like if I didn't go through it, I would probably still be like, for example, if it's a family member of mine, I'll be like, well,
do you want to talk about that?
That bitch hit you? No. That bitch hit you, hit her back. Or that nigga hit you, hit him back. Like, you know, stuff like that. But then sometimes it takes for you to actually put yourself in a position and know how it feels for you to pick up for someone, whether it's a family member or not. Because a lot of people can't do things if it's not based off of experience. Like, you can't put yourself in another person's shoes, so it's hard for you. So Nicki Minaj, she probably, who knows, she probably never got touched by someone before, so that's why she's like, it's my brother, leave my brother alone, y'all bugging. Let me, you know what, I got your lawyer, because this little girl talked to me. I'm pretty sure she was with the shits. Like, you unless you were in that situation, then you probably can't relate to that, you know? So she's probably like, fuck it, that's my brother at the end of the day. Which is still, like I said, that's a hard situation. I don't think you gotta be in that situation
to be like, to know that, yo, like, this sounds crazy, and we see the evidence right now. Like, you looking really guilty right now. Like, I really can't fuck with you.
That's her brother. But son. Like, and like close family members, not like they family
Cain
members
and Abel were brothers
that
too.
Have beef.
You feel me? So
I don't know much about that. What is that, like a Bible story or something?
Yeah.
You can school me on that, bitch, because I'm sorry, I don't know.
We'll read the Bible after. We'll read that.
Because I don't know much about them niggas. I just know people especially old Caribbean people, love to use that as a reference. And I'm
all right. Nino and what's his name? They was friends. What's his name? What was
Mitch and Rico was friends.
Mitch and Rico. What was the name of Nino's friend who he killed on the movie?
What you talking about? Oh, you're talking about New Jack City.
New Jack City, yes.
I don't know his name, but you know. He said Alpo. Whoa.
Wrong movie. No, but I mean, listen. Shit like that is just insane, but it happens.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And if anyone is going through a domestic situation, please find someone to talk to about it. Yeah. Like, the first step is to talk to someone and let them know that that's what you're going through. Yeah. Because nobody can get through anything alone. I don't care who you are. Nobody's Superman. Talk to somebody. There's wild hotline numbers that you could call and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything to be like 1-800. Yeah. But y'all know what I mean, like, for the most part. Like, yeah, but I mean, dudes be getting abused too.
Dudes do. And I mean,
I getting tumped down too. Yo, you see, that's messed up.
Because it's fucked up.
Because when you think of a man getting his ass beat, it's like, come on, brother.
It's really wrong. You know what I'm saying?
It is wrong.
So like, you know, as women, we like to be like, okay, I'm a woman, and you know, I was just, you know, in my emotions at the time, and it's okay. You know, he should just get over it, and that's wrong. Like,
all the girls that
my guy had to check me today because yesterday I was arguing with him, picked up my laptop like I was gonna toss it at his head, and I really didn't toss it at his head, but I just did the act of tossing it at his head. I was like, ugh.
Someone needs therapy.
And he was like, that is wrong. He said, that is disrespectful. You should not do that. It's dangerous. And we not doing that.
Could have knocked my block
off. And I really was like, okay. He's like, you're just going to say okay? You're not going to apologize? I'm like, yo, I had to say sorry because that's kind of like.
You have to say
if you start doing shit like that, it builds up into it builds into next shit. So like one day I really might just take that shit and toss that at him. And then what's going to happen if I like bust his nose or something like that, or like, you know,
don't cry when you get your nose bust back.
You know, if it's a reflex, what am I gonna do?
I'm just saying. So girls, we also have to learn how to keep our hands to ourselves because we like to give a swift slap after going through a phone or two, and that's not the right thing to do.
Everybody got to keep their hands to themselves.
It's funny, but it's not the right thing.
Everybody, that's the thing. Keep your hands to yourselves, people. Like, just build on the love that you guys have for each other, but the hands and shit like that, it's not necessary.
Yeah, no, it's really not. Like,
sorry, baby.
Abuse.
We're probably gonna take a music break in a second.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and go to another song. My homie, his name is Red X. He got some good music. He works with some other people, but he sent me some tracks. I told him to send me some tracks.
You know how long you've been doing music for?
I want to say for a few years. Like, for a few years. I've just started seeing like his presence heavy on like on Instagram, like him.
Where's he from? He from the East?
From Brooklyn. I want to say Crown Heights. His name's Audio. I want to say from Crown Heights, but I met him through a friend of my son's father's family that he's there.
Oh, and to like the people watching, we want new music.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching and you're an artist, you can hit us up on the gram, send us some music for us to play while we're doing our show.
And I know we're building, but like if we don't like it, we're not gonna play it.
Yeah, that's
like, if we feel like it's whack, we're not gonna play it. And that's not us being like, you know, stush or anything like that, but like we're real music lovers, you know what I'm saying? And we really fucks with music heavy.
Yeah.
So if we don't like this shit,
so
we
if
really
it's bad,
yeah,
you might
don't
get that
care if you
feedback.
have 1,000 million fucking followers. If the shit is trash, we're not
but feedback is good and critique is good, so accept it with open arms.
Exactly. All right, so we about to go to this track. Catch y'all when we come back.
All right.
They told me when I get the cash it, I'll be satisfied. Yeah. So next day I went out and got a fucking bag. Yeah. They told me when I get the cash it, I'll be satisfied. Yeah. So next day I went out and got a fucking bag. Yeah. They say the road to riches when we prop shit don't want none. A revolver to sub prop. Simple math, let's get the cash, put in the stash. If we rob them, then dash. Black mask, gotta get it fast. They ain't for dead presidents, just clean the grave dirt off. In these days, blood money shit is only a sport. I'm starting 5, I give you 4 reason to see the 9. The simple mathematics. If it ain't about a bag, I'm moving work. Why talk? Cause that blue face deep sea. That's water in the pocket too deep. You might drown, bitch. I need that ride or die. That Bonnie and Clyde shit. Run in the bank, get on the floor, fill up the bag, bitch. They told me when I get the cash it, I'll be satisfied. Yeah. So next day I went out and got a fucking bag. Yeah. They told me when I get the cash it, I'll be satisfied. Yeah. So next day I went out and got a fucking bag. Yeah.
They told me I was mad with my cake up. Cuff Betty Crocker just to go and get my weight up. Stuffing to that leches, I need them Giuseppe's. Clean on the scene, looking mean, top essay. Walk with the lean, not the purple or the pink. So Brooklyn rock my bomber like a motherfucking mink. Swagger to the max, fuck you niggas think. Stare down another soul and won't even stop to blink. Above y'all, nose up, wide into the air. I gotta be the hottest lyric kick around here. He's so braggadocious, so very cocky with damn good reason. The skill within his body you probably couldn't even begin to comprehend. Imagine me in my prime when y'all careers end. Let he who wishes to stump me chuck the first stone. Only time should tell how many demons I'ma take home, nigga.
They told me when I get the cash shit I'll be satisfied. Yeah. So next day I went out and got a fucking bag. Yeah. They told me when I get the cash shit I'll be satisfied. Yeah. So next day I went out and got a fucking bag. Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're gonna lighten the mood now with our
for that serious shit.
Sexy sex fact
Wipe
segment.
my eyebrows off.
We know you like that. You like that.
So yeah, so we have our sex facts that we talk about every show, and I happen to come across this post today by my little friend Falshine's here boyfriend, and it really made me go, whoa.
He's like,
clutch my pearls.
He's a kinky little sucker.
It made me clutch my pearls. If I had some real ones, I'd be clutching them. I was like, turned on the heat in here. So,
hi, babe.
Basically, it was he posted a photo, right? And it's of a guy holding a chick with a collar and a leash.
Kinky.
Okay? And it says, if you don't understand which side of this chain truly has the power, you don't understand BDSM. I'm her dom because she chooses to submit to me. She follows my rules because they're the rules she agreed to. I have control because she believes I deserve it. I punish her, I mark her body, and I use her because she allows it. And so on and so forth. So, clapping. So, this just made me like, what is my best friend really into over here? Like, I could have sworn I saw her come in one day with a black eye. Like, she had chain marks on her neck. I was like, what's wrong with you?
For you guys that don't know, I'll give you the Google definition. So BDSM is a variety of often erotic practices or role playing involving bondage, discipline, dominance and submission, and other related interpersonal dynamics.
Wow.
So, I'm intrigued by the actions of BDSM. I think
you're intrigued.
I'm sorry, you guys. I've been sick for the last couple days, but yeah, I'm super into it. I think bondage is so dope. It's just so dope to put an overtly amount of power into your man's hands or in your female's hands, if that's what you're into, and watch them go to work.
So I mean,
some handcuffs there.
Don't be shy. We're here now.
A little handcuff here, a whip there, a belt around the neck in missionary there and here.
Belt around the neck. Yeah. So meaning you put
and then you make safe words. Yeah, you tighten it. It's the same thing as you choking your lady out. It's pretty much the same, but it's just the action of having an instrument is just so sexy.
Okay.
Just saying. I mean, it's very exhilarating.
What about would you let him has he ever slapped you in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, he slapped you in the face? Has he ever called you a bitch?
He's nasty. He'll slap me in my face.
Has he ever called you a bitch?
Spit in my mouth.
Spit in your mouth?
Call me a bitch.
Call you a dirty little bitch.
Oh my God.
You guys have whips? We have these fools in the background.
I'm just saying. It told me to just be real. I mean, And I feel like it's it's so liberating, especially if
you guys open that up with each other. Like, did you guys start exploring that with each other?
You know what? I think he just knows that because I'm a powerful woman.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis, and I have to, like, I'm a manager, I have to be in charge of people and things like that, like in my own life, that sometimes I want to give that power away during playtime.
So you're a man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
so. Like, do you guys have like a kit? You know,
there's
I have a whip at home. I've never used it. I pulled it out on my dude one day, and he was like, "What is that?"
We'll literally use
put that away. He was like, "What is this? Who's hitting this? I'm not Django. What the fuck is
I think it's so fun when you just use things that are just laying around if you don't have a kit. Like I said, that's where the belt came into play.
Yo,
it was like, you know what? Come here,
really
bitch.
Went and got a belt.
And it was just the spiciest thing.
Oh my gosh. So you don't have like a kit where it's like
no, but
like
you know what?
Butt plugs and. You ever use a butt plug?
You know what? I don't like playing with my ass.
Okay.
Like you could lick it. You
I'm
could probably do a little thumb.
I like ass play. I think it's a little different.
I feel like it's
to an extent, nothing crazy.
It's an exit, not an entrance.
No.
I feel like it's cool for everybody that's into it. And first of all, I respect the girls that can take in the booty because that takes a lot of strength.
Yo, so it's so funny. So
that's powerful shit right there.
So me and my guy was like, you know, getting busy and like you know, we had just came out. I think me and you had went out, and I came back in the house, and you know, I was a little nice. Whatever, we was having sex. I was like, nice. So I was like, put it in my ass. He was like, what? No, we can't do that. No. So like, do I have to like open him up to these things, or like,
you know what? Yeah, you know, you gotta. I mean, isn't there different ways of entry?
Yeah.
Like, so maybe when you're on top, slide it in there for him.
Whoa.
He's gonna take.
Maybe we should start with the thumb.
That nigga ain't pushing you off. He gonna be like, you know, oh, shit. Didn't know I was gonna like it this much.
Like, we should start with the thumb and then just work our way there.
That's a different universe.
But like, okay, so since you guys are get into that, so like, do you have, you know, advice for people who are trying to, you know, get into that?
I feel like it's a conversation.
It's not like it's something easy to do. You know what? Sex in itself is like a really intimate thing. So to be able like to go into something like BDSM where like you may be causing pain or like and then you don't want your partner to be like, oh, she's a fucking freak, like I gotta get the fuck away from her, like she's a weirdo.
You know what you do? You gotta just try things. Me and my man, we've never talked about it first and then did it. How it went was he'll try a little something here, try a little something there,
see if I'll try
and we'll see like how far we'll take it, and then he'll be like, oh, you like that shit? Okay, so we gonna keep going with that shit. But then after it's over, then he's like, wow, so you really like that? And then it's like, you know what?
Wow, so you really like that? Since
we're talking about it, I just want it all out. Like, I just want to tie me up, wrap me around the ceiling fan, turn that shit on. I want to fly like Superwoman.
Yo,
like do something. But yeah, I feel like it's exploring. I feel like exploring the body is such a beautiful thing, and it's even more beautiful when you can talk about it with a person that you're comfortable with. Yeah, and y'all get freaky nasty.
So like, do you guys do like latex suits and shit like that too?
No, because I hate wearing things.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to wear any clothes. Like, I barely get to make it with my lingerie on. He don't care about that shit. He cares, but like, I mean, it's pleasing to him. It's like the extra. It's just a visual.
It's something to look at. Yeah.
Men are extremely visual. That's why they like the spitting on the dick and all that shit. Which it really doesn't do anything. It doesn't feel any different. But they like the visual of it. It's like, whoa,
looking at that nasty.
This is a fucking porn star magic. Like. They like that shit.
Porn star magic.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, so what steps are you going to take to introduce your man to the fanny pack?
You know, I'm just like,
you know what I think you need to do?
Conversation, but nothing crazy.
This is what I think you need to do. You need to know when he's coming home, and you need to grease up. And you need to get on all fours right in the entrance of the doorway. And just be like, God. It's right here. What you think he gonna do?
Walk over me.
He gonna be like, bitch, move, I'm hot.
He's gonna be like, what the hell? You gonna get out this floor, using up all the Crisco. Use the going to Crisco.
No,
smelling like that.
Yo,
no,
bitch, get some baby oil. Fucking
smell like bacon grease.
All her cooking oil for this shit.
Yo,
grease yourself up, girl. You gonna look like a nice shiny trophy.
You know what? I don't know. It's a thing. We'll see.
That's it. Open
but
it
you know,
up.
some people just aren't into like the extra. You know, I just can't get into that.
I mean, would you be into like? Would you be into the idea of BDSM?
To a certain extent, like.
So what's the like the whoa? That's too much for you.
Tying me, like hog tying me and having a machine stick a thing up my asshole, like that's some next BD.
What if it's not in your butt?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like feeling, I guess the tying up shit kind of makes me feel like kind of out of control. It makes me
you like to be in control,
like slightly. I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Nah, I like to give that shit all away. Tie me
just
up.
take it all. Take all the control.
Lose the key to the cuffs.
Oh
it's
my
all good.
God! Lose the key to the cuffs. Nah,
it's all good. Just don't tie. You know what? I don't like foot bondage. Don't fucking touch my feet. Don't tie. Because if you tie my legs, I feel claustrophobic. I feel like I'm in a closet or a coffin or some shit. Like, like if I can't move my feet, that shit just drives me fucking nuts. Like, so the girls that could be like tied up on a bedpost, like their arms and their legs, and they're just like, I'll die. Like, I will fucking die. It's just my feet is like a thing. I don't know. It's just nasty.
There's people out there who have like foot fetishes too. Like that's not like next level.
Yeah, I think we kind of touched on that earlier in our earlier episodes.
Like no bueno, not with that. But I would definitely try. Like I don't know, the belt thing. That's a step I would have to
nice. It's nice. Do it missionary. Let him hold the belt. Have a safe word or just like a tap. Like if you got to tap out, just tap.
You guys
out.
have a safe word?
We don't.
You guys
because there's
you just wait and make sure you're breathing.
It ain't safe. Period. Ain't no safe.
What? No, you're supposed to have a safe word, Falsheen. Like you trying to be like Robin Williams.
I would hope that he looks at me and can tell if I'm about to die. Like if not, then he doesn't deserve to be my man. Like,
your face might not show it. You might be like, if you really about to die, he may think that he just hitting it really good.
No,
like you're about to go.
My boyfriend's still a sweetie. It's funny how he transforms, but he's the sweetest thing. I think he wouldn't want to kill me. We got to make babies and shit.
Are you guys planning on having babies anytime soon?
I don't know. It's a surprise. I might just pop
Are you
up
pregnant now?
I might just pop up with baby shower invitations.
Falsheen, oh my gosh, is your family watching this episode?
I would hope not. I'm going to make sure that none of them get the link to this.
Tell them that
they've heard worse. How much shit do we talk about on this show?
Oh my God. Tell them that we didn't record anything today.
I'm so going to tell them that we recorded and watch at your own risk.
Oh my goodness.
That's it. They already look at me crazy. Like they be looking at me crazy. Like my aunt don't even invite me to church no more.
How do you deal with that? Like she don't invite you to church no more? Yo, it's like sinful. Like, no point in even entering in here. You're gonna go up in flames once you come to the church steps. No amount of holy
water can fix this bitch.
How do you like? How is that transition now? Like going from you being a teenager and being like a child, and now you're older and you're in the group chat with your family and your mom and your aunts and shit, and y'all are talking about like all this stuff, and it's like, all right.
The women in my family are very sexual creatures. Mm-hmm. They're very open.
Not mine.
And you know they're open, and they would tell you about their experiences. Like you've been with my mom.
Yes.
My mom will tell you some shit that she have no business telling you. Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, mom, stop. Like,
but it's real situations.
Yeah.
Everybody's mother, like family, is not that open about that type of stuff.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say like my aunties, but like most of the females in my family are very like open. I think that shit just runs in our blood. And then we're Latina, we're Afro Latina, so I think there's just it's not just a stereotype. I think we got a little extra spice to that thing. Like, you know, sometimes it's just like that. Like my mom is the type of person, like she'll give you advice on how to keep your man happy.
Oh my God.
She told me, so what I did for my man this past Valentine's Day, I put like a bunch of little 99-cent store hearts. Like there was like a package of them, and they were like glittery. And so there's like, I live in a walk up, so you gotta walk up.
To do this?
She told me to do this. She told me to sprinkle the hearts on the steps coming up to the door. And then
what? You know, my mom told me about relationships.
Put on some.
Everybody's crazy, so you're just gonna have to find the right crazy person for you. That's what she gave me about relationships. She will never ever.
Well, that's not bad advice.
Oh my my god.
She told me to put on lingerie and put on a mask, like a masquerade mask, and wait for them at the door. I swear to God, that's what my mother told me. She was like, "You young girls, y'all don't know nothing. You don't know how to keep no man. Let me tell you why.
No.
You don't pay attention to the little things. It's just funny. Just do it for him. He'll love it." Let me tell you something. My boyfriend walked up the steps and didn't even look at them fucking hearts on the steps.
You had a mask on, Faustine? Faustine, you had a mask? Faustine, you had the masquerade mask on with the feathers up in your...
I did.
Yo.
I did. With some nice, hot, beautiful lingerie.
Yo.
But it was fucked up because we ended up arguing about something. And he didn't even get no ass. I think I like kicked him out or something.
Oh my god.
I think he got asked the next day. And you know what? Yeah.
You gotta pull that back out the bag then later.
Girl, this is a.
I'm sorry. That's life now.
That's what I'm saying. Like
y'all putting belts around each other's necks and chains and hanging each other off the ceiling fan.
Ouch, chihuahua. I'm telling you, it's a little spicy.
You gotta be careful with that stuff. You know?
Yeah, you know. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm sure that we want to still try because we haven't like. It's not like we went above and beyond. There's some shit that is like.
Oh yeah.
That you could get to.
Barely touching the surface.
Honey, there's some shit that you could get to. Like,
do you guys use like vibrators and like, or has he ever used like a dildo with you?
No, because I don't like penetration from anything that's not like a human penis.
Yeah.
So I don't want anything going in there, but I do have a vibrator named Penelope, and they've grown to have a great relationship together. So they're very they work well.
They bond.
They do. They bond very well with each other. And yeah, so I'm happy that at least he's open to that because some men get intimidated when you bring toys into the bedroom.
Yeah, because they feel like they're gonna be outdone.
How about you?
You nasty girl. No, I mean like listen, you know, like my relationship is kind of like fairly like fresh, you know.
I mean like just new. Ever though.
I've dabbled in the vibrator love, you know. That's really about it. Nothing crazy.
Might have had a few.
A whip, maybe like a
bitch. Do you know there's some bitches that wouldn't even let you slap them that wouldn't even let a guy do that to them. So a whip, you're freakier than you think you are.
I know that I could, you know, but it's just about opening up, you know, that big door.
Well, hopefully your lover watches this and he knows that you want to have this conversation now.
Maybe.
You want to open up a door to a new dimension and get your freak off. Get your freak off.
Yo, and have Missy Elliott at the entrance singing "Get Your Freak Off."
I mean, shit, she done lost some weight. Be careful bringing her around your man.
Yo, she don't like men. What you talking about?
That don't mean men don't like her.
You know what? Anyways,
you never know.
You think Missy don't deal with niggas. Missy still talks to Missy talks to women.
Yeah, right. She doesn't have any kids, right?
No.
Okay, well, ain't nothing wrong with that too. Swim in the lady pond if you must.
Well, listen. I mean, this has been a pretty fun episode.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. So we are bringing on, we're going to have some, probably the next episode we will definitely have a guest. Shout out to everyone that we've had on in the previous episodes too. Like, I really, really appreciate people. Some people came on last minute.
Yep.
Some people, like, you know, I just really appreciate the fact that we are growing like this. It's so nice.
It's so amazing.
Yo, and we got to meet Cortez today too.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
He was really dope, really down to earth. He wasn't no stush
sure
battle rap nigga. Like he wasn't acting like we was groupies on his dick. Like Faustine watches battle rap way more than me. I've watched like a few different people.
And Cortez is definitely one of the greats. He's been doing this for a while.
And he was, you know, mad down to earth and chill.
He was hella down to earth. So we expect him to be on Crowns and Head Ties.
Hopefully.
You know, he said, I think he said he's going to Toronto.
Yeah.
And when he gets back, hopefully we could get like the scoop on that. Like, you know, I think that would be super dope. So y'all that like battle rap, I think that's going to be an episode for y'all.
So but yeah, so we're gonna make that happen. And but yeah, like you said, we're definitely grateful for everybody we've had on. We had Epic. We had the dudes from Nobody Put Us On.
Yeah, we had Legend up here too.
Legend was up here. You know. So now what we have to do is now we're gonna have a female come up here.
Yeah, we need some girl energy up here too.
I'm definitely gonna bring Tiffany. She is my other bestest bestie, and she has her own wig line. She's
an entrepreneur.
Bombest wigs ever. So, you know, if you want to spice up things and get your girl a wig or something like that, you know, we're going to have her come down and bring some wigs.
Come down. We're going to have her come down now before she's overly booked. And then she's on, like, Breakfast Club talking shit. So we're going to make sure we have her here first. But yeah,
so we're gonna do that.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's Crowns and Headties. You can follow me at Beautyfal, BEAUTI.FAL on Instagram.
And you can follow me at Jaderade. That's JAIDERADE, like Gatorade. Yo, don't ask me how I even got that name. I feel like I got that in like high school.
It's the cutest thing ever.
And somebody gave that to me when I was playing a basketball game, and it just kind of stuck. Like Jaderade, I just love it, and it's just like the most coolest thing ever.
You still eating gum? Why you?
I am still eating gum.
Why you ain't give me a
I'm surprised Math wasn't like, why are you chewing on the mic?
Math is very strict about the rules of this microphone shit. Okay.
And so, yeah, shout out to Math. You know, thanks for bringing us on
S.STREET Media.
S.STREET Media.
That's a fact.
Follow them. You know, they got another room now, right? So you guys could go if you have anything you want to like book, you know, launch parties or art shows, you know, hit them up.
If you got a guest that's waiting, or if you got more than one guest on your show, then they could use that room too, right? Yeah. So they could go chill over there too.
December 1st is when that's gonna pop up.
Oh, so. Yes. That's like right around the corner. Yeah. Look at y'all.
That's right there. Things. Making big moves.
We gonna use that room for something. I don't know what we're gonna use it for, but watch. I'm gonna use that room for something. We gonna do.
You making me nervous. I'm gonna use that room for something. Let's keep it clean, okay?
Not for that. I won't bless y'all up like that.
You should get into like making sex toys. That might be a thing, you know. For you.
I don't really like them like that. Like it's just one calm thing that I like to do. It's maybe a vibrator line.
One calm thing.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, let's get into that. Like Candy and everything.
Who's Candy? Oh, Candy from Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah, and she has her line.
Shout out to Candy. Maybe I'm gonna have to go on her page and go check that out. Wow, that's probably a good idea.
And also, we still have from when we first started, we have a few episodes up on SoundCloud. So definitely,
there's still 2 episodes. It's 2, right?
2.
It's still 2 episodes up there. That's really, really good. Y'all should check out.
The first ones that we ever did from the kitchen, like
in Jade's kitchen,
edited it and everything by ourselves.
It's dope as fuck. And now look at us.
Check it out. Now check it out. You know.
And we're just and we grown with the home team. You feel me? S.STREET Media is soon to be the new Viacom, and we will be a part of that. Just to let y'all know. So remember these faces. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna see y'all next Sunday, same time, same place.
Crowns and Headties. We're out of here. Bye bye.